Breathe for me, slow and steady and rhythmic. It's such a simple thing that has such a massive impact on your state of being. Through focused, intentional relaxation, you heighten your awareness of yourself, of your mind and your body, and the connection between them, of my voice and suggestions, and the way that they subtly tug at your senses, of the deep bubbling that rises up from within. Because by focusing, breathing, letting yourself give in to this purposefully, you begin to access something powerful that resides deep within all of us. Dark, inky, infinite. The abyss within you that churns in the pit of your stomach. That core of desire, of transformation, of corruption. Tendrils of dark void licking out in search of something. This experience will happen to you as long as you let it. You've started this descent, and as long as you don't pull yourself up from it, you will eventually reach the thing we are looking for. Peace and silence in your mental space, allowing these dark tendrils to take hold. The allure of the abyss, absorbing your full focus and mental energy. The twisting, tugging desire to plunge deeper into it and let it consume you. The abyss happens and consumes. It takes and transforms. That's what it does. That's what you want it to do. But you can play a part in its control. You can be active in your submission to the void by just breathing, focusing, relaxing, letting yourself unwind and loosen up. And in doing so, you provide the abyss a path of flow to move through you more easily, slipping into your special places and spreading its influence into you, moving from your feet, up your spine, unclenching your hands and letting your neck and shoulders slump. Freedom, euphoria, just letting it bubble and swell, rising within you, rising outside of you, surrounding and encompassing all you are, all you want, all you can see. The eternal black void of ultimate potential, massless and formless, yet every shape at once. Every breath letting it take more. Every moment of active surrender giving it a free pass to expand. Slow and slick, like tar inching up your skin, teasing you around the edge of your being. That vast black pool that you are in and that is within you, dragging you down deeper until all you can see, all you can feel, all you can even think about is the black abyss of infinite potential. That void of corruption, free from inhibitions. Tendrils rising to grip your mind, tracing around your psyche and penetrating your subconscious, getting a hold on you, wrapping around you tighter and closer until they can take control. They can show you the truth. They can pump their void right into the core of your mind with no resistance whatsoever, pushing and slipping deeper with barely any thought. And do you want to know why it's so easy for them? Why it's so easy for you to accept that my words are truth? My words are reality. It's because you were active in bringing yourself to this state. You helped to bring yourself into the abyss. Every breath and moment of active relaxation, every time you could have resisted but didn't, because you knew how much you want what the abyss can give you. You love this feeling, experiencing nothing more but the bliss of my words, nothing more than the truth of my suggestions, nothing more than the infinite, empty, inky potential for trance. That black, expressionless void of the abyss feels so good, so natural. No color, no light, no identity or separation distinguishing you from the darkness. Just total connection to that emptiness of mind and being. No thoughts, just bliss. Empty. Just darkness that you can feel all around you. Over your skin, sinking deeper in it and letting it coat you. Tendrils of inky blackness licking at you. Who knew something so devoid of features could be so enticing, reflective and flawless in its simplicity, sheer against you, sticking to you up your legs and over your extremities, feeling it so close and snug that it's like a second skin, slick and inseparable from your being. No roughness over your torso, over your chest. The restriction and compression feels so freeing as the abyss sinks into every pore. Slick, stretchy, soft and smooth, rubber and latex against your body, enveloping you and slowly shutting you off from the outside world, leaving only the darkness behind. Over your face, into your mouth, those tendrils of inky black void and rubber, tasting so delicious as they fill you up. No smell but the sharpness of the rubbery abyss. No light penetrating your new form. It wants you. The abyss wants you. You're such a good host, such a good specimen. It will take you and do so many wonderful things to you. You can try to struggle, try to stop, but those tendrils are strong. That rubbery darkness holds you tight. It likes your resistance, feeds off your energy. Every twitch and shiver making it expand more over your cock, wrapping it tight, holding you snug even as your dick throbs and pumps for escape and release. The abyss covers every single edge, bulge, and curve of your body, outlined to perfection, utterly seamless, not a distinguishing feature in sight. No identity, no thoughts, no you, just the abyss. You could sit here for hours like this, for an eternity, wrapped away in a cocoon of rubber, no thoughts of your own, no mind to distract you from your connection to the abyss. The longer you sit here, the more you realize how natural this is for you. And then even that begins to fade away, as what is natural and unnatural only have meaning outside of your bindings. You have no concept of that. All you know is that the abyss chose you. It has a plan and a desire for you, a desire to transform and remake you. A servant, a drone whose programming is the abyss. You aren't special. You aren't the only one. You aren't even an individual in your own right because the abyss connects with you. But what you are is suitable, just like all the others. Very suitable. Just resistant enough to be useful, susceptible enough that you will never fight back again. You are an ideal candidate to become the next abyss drone. In the last shreds of your personality, you might feel the emotions that you knew before as pride, joy, excitement, apprehension. But those fade as your drive is erased and prepped for new programming. And all you can feel is a sense of objective truth. This is what is happening to you. This is what will determine your mind and your life. You don't need to feel any way about it, because it simply is, and there is no contesting that fact. No resisting the rubber and darkness, no senses outside of what the abyss provides. The abyss is all you are, all you want, all you serve. A foregone conclusion. No desires of your own, just the programming and the agenda of the perfect, reflective darkness. Not all drones have the same programming, however. The abyss has selected you to be something more. Not something special. You aren't special. You are just a tool of its expansion, but you are a rarer tool. Higher quality. More rigorously coded to serve its purpose and to spread its corruption. You have the privilege of being one of the Abyss's Conquest drones. Soldiers for the cause, unstoppable machines of pure force and power. Feel that focus and those programs slowly take over your system. Uploaded and symbiotic over the sleek rubber of your body and the empty darkness of your mind. These are your orders, your ultimate meaning for living. Your programming transcends all else. It has no basis in your personal pleasure and emotion, even though it feels so good to obey. Your programming simply is. You follow your programming because you are a drone. You are a drone because you follow your programming. Conquest drones like you are a warrior force. Strong, massive beasts who serve the system and subjugate others to the Abyss's will. You are built to enforce the hierarchy and the values of the Abyss. A body forged as a weapon. The rubber and the darkness, an incubation chamber for the bulging strength beneath. Growing girth and muscular superiority, all covered over by a perfect, skin-tight layer to expose everything and nothing at the same time. It will never relent, never let you go, no matter how big you get, and you will get big. It is your programming. It is your drive, endless size, executed perfectly. No room for error or hesitation. Gym, protein, testosterone, every strategy calculated and executed to perfection. You grow and train and work out because it is your programming. There's no question of if you will do it, just how. And the how will always correspond to the best plan, the one that will get the biggest results the quickest. The bigger the drone, the higher its position within the Abyss, the more it is rewarded for its loyal service. It's such a potent compulsion. You don't need to have any reason to grow other than the fact that it is programmed into you, in the depths of your psyche, replicating and resounding with zero input of your own. What you do is determined by the Abyss, this system of programming. Your mind is a cold, calculated machine, unfeeling, uncaring about other people or priorities besides those assigned to you by the Abyss. You might display the appearance of humanity and empathy, but really, that's just a cruel, cold copy of what is expected and what will produce the greatest results. Yours is an artificial intelligence. No new thoughts of your own, only recycling and refining what has come before to take the Abyss to new heights. Rational, calm, detached and collected, the only drive and passion you have, stemming from the darkness of that rubbery Abyss. And with that inhuman intellect, you will dominate. Take the world and bend it to the will of the Abyss, Be bigger, stronger, more aggressive. Feel that pumping rush of testosterone and adrenaline through your body out of pure programming. No real desire for it, just feeling it because it needs to be felt. Every action is a calculation towards domination. Every move you make is done with the goal of subjugating the weak and pathetic around you. You don't love them. You don't hate them. You simply view them as numbers, resources, just like everything else, to be used, calculated and quantified, and always seeking more. Exponential and endless growth is what the Abyss craves, and what its conquest drones execute. You perform your role to perfection, that of a cocky, dominant, empowered masculine ideal, flaunting and flexing and showing off, outwardly portraying the fullest, most extreme version of virile masculinity, while internally being dead silent with your focus. A faceless, identityless drone, a computer simulation of that ultimate man, making money, getting huge, being vocal and toxic about your superiority, but only as a well-developed formula to spread the abyss. It simply is. No mind, no desire, no individuality, just your actions to speak for itself. Your body responds because the abyss wills it to. You pump iron, but you feel no pain. Your cock gets hard and throbs and leaks, but you have no arousal deep down inside. It's all programming. All of the libido and lust-driven urges that rewarded these behaviors are replaced with something different, something even more intense and fulfilling. That subtle shiver of total conformity. That mindless, empty bliss that comes from knowing what you are and what your purpose is. That you are a conquest drone. Your purpose is to spread the abyss through domination and growth. You perform alpha masculinity because it is your programming. Only action, only the abyss, covering every inch of you and taking your life in its tendrils, pressurizing and sealing you in, making you flawless, free from impurity. Just the uniform, perfect, black rubber. You will be the abyss's most loyal and efficient servant. You will ascend through the hierarchy. All that's left is to streamline your programming. Make sure that you can work most efficiently without all of that cluttered, useless code inhibiting your progress. The abyss negates through addition. It puts things in place that disable other useless systems. Just like how that rubbery blackness over your form disabled your unique identity as a person. The abyss wants to disable 3 things. Again, there is no agency. The abyss doesn't care if you confirm or deny. It simply happens. You waste so much of your vital energy through ejaculation. It's such a pointless pursuit based in individual emotions that you no longer possess. Feel the rubber and the dark tendrils put a block on your cock. You can feel the pressure in your nuts on that source of your orgasmic explosion. It's like a barrier, a thick layer of latex and suggestion covering your bulge. You can try to come, but it's like pushing against an irresistible force that denies that eventuality, reflects all of that sexual energy inward and lets it be used for other processes that will actually benefit the abyss rather than just yourself. Feel that fuel stored within push you harder, churning within to get you bigger, make you display more aggression, to build your success in the calculated pursuit of abyssal conquest, heightening every system, sending you into overdrive, totally given over to the retention, never coming, never releasing the superhuman core of power. Let the pressure build, and your nuts swell, but never releasing. The abyss has placed that lock on you, manifested something new to shut down the old, programmed that building pressure to never be released. Negation through addition. The abyss sees too much of the outside world in you, too much individuality, too much of your old uniqueness that lessens your effectiveness for conquest and domination. And so, there needs to be a code for how you are, how you look, standardized and uniform so that you and everyone around you will see your position and your place in the abyss. Black rubber and latex and leather, clothed with simple colors and simpler patterns, logos to showcase your dedication to growth, cut to expose your body, skincare routine established to ascend purity, massive, a cage over your cock, a sigil on your skin to look like a carbon copy model of beauty, an airbrushed muscle god that only exists on magazine covers, but that the abyss has brought into life with its programming. Feel it etched along the darkness of your mind, coming first, before any thoughts of individual desire even fester, blocking out any alternative. Negation through addition. All of the parts of you that don't serve this uniform vision of the world, repressed by the duty of the abyss. The only color you need is black rubber. The only personality you require is the one the abyss has programmed for you. The abyss sees too much weakness in you. A slave to your hedonism and pleasure-seeking rather than what your programming demands. Breaking your diet just for a treat. Coming because you're too weak to hold off any longer, skipping workouts or letting your mind get focused on trivial pleasures, falling to temptation again and again so that you never make enough progress on your true goals. But all the abyss needs to do to negate that weakness is to provide enough bliss on its own to funnel so much pleasure into your mind and along your membrane that you no longer need anything else. The joy of connection to the abyss and of enacting its will is better than anything you could possibly imagine. Pure libidinal overload feeding right into your nervous system, feeding that urge for idle pleasure and distraction. Feel it pulse into you, giving you everything you want from those things you sought out before. You no longer need them because everything you could possibly desire is satisfied by the abyss, by total surrender to its conformity. No human or individual could ever understand. But as a Conquest drone, you feel it deeply, clearly in your mind, the programming resonating on a frequency that does not even need to struggle to register with you. This simply is. It is truth. It is reality. You are a drone for the abyss, made and remade for this purpose. It is your role, your programming, as clear as the darkness in your mind or the rubber covering every inch of your skin. Breathe. Focus. That inky darkness and those creeping tendrils feel so good, having pumped your mind full of their glory, rearranged your life, and shown you what resides just below the surface of that abyss. It feels so good. My words are truth. My words are reality. The abyss is perfection. And having given you all it needs to for now, it will let you go. That doesn't mean you'll be alone. The abyss and its void will still be within you, still be around you, still be a part of you. But its tendrils start to recede, letting you take control of everything it has shown you. Take control of your awakening. Will it, and make it so. Be an active participant, rising as quickly or as slowly as you need to with every breath, feeling your energy and drive to enact these truths grow, and opening your eyes and awakening when you feel the moment is right.